Hello, and welcome back to Office Optimism with me, Sharala. I wanted to start by sending a huge thank you to all of my subscribers. You're the reason this community keeps growing, and I'm so grateful for every comment, like, and share. Your support truly inspires me to keep creating content that helps us all grow and thrive. And if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us. We're all about building stronger relationships, healthier workplaces, and a more positive outlook on life. Let's be honest. Difficult conversations are a part of life. Whether it's addressing a performance issue with a coworker, talking through conflict with a partner, or disagreeing with your boss. These moments can feel stressful and overwhelming. Research backs this up. According to a 2021 Crucial Learning study, 70% of employees avoid tough conversations with their managers altogether. And when they do avoid them, the result is often resentment, disengagement, and even turnover. So if you've ever felt your heart race, your palms sweat, or your voice shake when trying to bring up a tough subject, you're not alone. But here's the good news. These moments don't have to be destructive. With the right tools, they can become opportunities for clarity, growth, and stronger relationships. Before we dive into the tools, let's start with a little bit of awareness. Think about the last time that you had to face a difficult conversation. Did your body react before your mind did? Maybe your chest tightened, or you felt defensive before the other person even said a word. That's your nervous system gearing up for the fight, flight, or freeze. Daniel Goleman, who popularized emotional intelligence, calls this the amygdala hijack. When our brain perceives threat, our emotions override rational thinking. Recognizing this hijack is the first step to regaining control. So what is it that we do when we feel hijacked? Let's talk about a few proven strategies. Number 1, pause power. Give yourself permission to take a breath before responding. Even a few seconds can interrupt an emotional spiral. 2, name it to tame it. UCLA research shows that labeling your emotions, like I'm feeling anxious or I'm feeling frustrated, actually calms down the brain. 3, reframe the story. Instead of thinking, this conversation will be a disaster, reframe it as, this is an opportunity to create understanding. And 4, grounding practices. A simple breathing technique or placing both feet firmly on the ground can bring your nervous system back into balance. Now, once you've regulated yourself, you're ready to approach the conversation more skillfully. And here's a simple 3-step framework. First, set intention. What's the goal of the conversation? Do you want clarity? Do you want agreement? Or do you want understanding? Choose your words wisely. Use I statements. Stay specific and avoid blame. Instead of, you never listen to me, try, I feel overlooked when decisions are made without my input. Lastly, listen actively. Harvard Business Review research shows that employees who feel listened to are 4.6 times more likely to feel empowered to perform at their best. Listening is not waiting to reply. It's really hearing and reflecting back. So now let's take this into one of the toughest arenas, conversations with a supervisor or a leader. Imagine this scenario. You've been overwhelmed with workload and deadlines keep piling up. You want to bring this up to the boss, but you're worried about sounding like you're complaining. Here's how it could play out. First, regulate yourself. Remind yourself, I'm not being difficult. I'm advocating for better outcomes. Second, set the intention. Your goal is clarity and support, not blame. And third, use structure. I've noticed that my workload has increased significantly, and I'm concerned about meeting deadlines. Could we review priorities together so I could focus on the most important task? Now that is what we call managing up. Communicating needs while showing alignment with your leader's goals. In fact, Gallup research shows that employees who effectively communicate expectations with their managers are 3.5 times more likely to be engaged at work. We have now come to the joyful point. And this week's joyful point is a tactic to help with grounding. When you feel overwhelming emotions taking a hold, engage your senses by quickly eating a piece of sour candy. Pay attention to the intense taste, the way it feels in your mouth, and any accompanying physical sensations. Let the sensory experience help anchor you to the present moment and shift your focus away from any of your anxious thoughts. So, as you see, I have my sour candy here with me today. And this is just an example of what you could have. You could have this in a Ziploc bag or in its original bag in your desk drawer or at your desk. You could put it in a little jar. It is really just something for you to have, for you to, as it states, put it in your mouth. And that first sensation is really going to jolt you back to the present time. This is for when you are feeling your emotions getting out of control and you want to be mindful of where you are and to be present in the moment. So we're going to do that right now. Oh my goodness. And like it says, it really does put an entire new sensation in your mouth. It's not just about how it tastes, but it's also about how does it feel. Taking time to think about what is going on in the mouth, it really puts you in a moment of the present tense. And that is what it's about, to ground yourself in the moment. Take your mind off of your emotions and off of the anxiety that may be overwhelming you from thinking rationally. This is a great tip for you to adopt and just to have as a really quick method to get you back in the moment. Office Optimism focal point is now. So let's recap. Difficult conversations are unavoidable, but they don't have to be destructive. Emotional regulation is your foundation. Pause, name, reframe, and ground. Structure your conversations with clear intentions, thoughtful words, and active listening. And when it comes to managing up, frame your message around shared goals and priorities. The next time that you feel a difficult conversation creeping up, remember, it's not about winning or losing. It's about building bridges and creating clarity. And who knows, that conversation that you've been dreading just might become the turning point for growth in your relationship or your career. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I truly appreciate every one of you, my subscribers, my community, and everyone who takes the time to listen, comment, and share these episodes. Your support makes all of this possible, and I'm so grateful for each of you. Remember, difficult conversations don't have to be scary. They can be opportunities for growth, understanding, and stronger connections. So please like, subscribe, and share, and keep practicing, keep learning, And as always, keep shining. Bye-bye.